Hello, hello. And after many trials and tribulations and thinking I was going to have to go back massively in time and also having to birth something that cost me about 4 hours, I have returned. And we are in a very exciting position now where a few things are a little bit different about our setup. So the first thing you might notice is that I now have 24,000 ducats, which is a little bit more than I had last time. I've also upgraded this to level 2. I'll upgrade on the day tick. I am able to upgrade to level 3 in future with some of my fat stacks that I've garnered by doing this. Look, we can get some free dip. There we go. That demonstrates a lot of what I've been doing pretty neatly. Anyway, yeah, we are still a republic, and the very cool thing is I'm Tech 7. Actually, two Tech 7s, very early, 1462. This is only 2 years behind, I think, when Lambda reached Tech 7 in his 1472 World Conquest. So this is awesome, and I have completely filled out dip ideas. And I've actually got infra selected right now. That's because it makes this issue that gives you dip more likely on the Parliament. The other good one for this is humanist, because that disables a bunch of really common issues. But yeah, basically have farmed up lots of mana. You can't get mill from Parliament until the really high tech level, unfortunately. But basically, enough mana to, well, buy down my ridiculous war exhaustion and tech up and yeah, fill out dip ideas. So that's all been pretty nice. And I am pretty much in position to declare on Hungary if I just flip to theocracy and get all of the war score reforms. But I actually don't quite want to do that yet. And that's because I want instead to I want to go here. I instead want to actually declare war on a minor tag and then immediately peace them out, because there is a parliament issue that gives you manpower, but you can only get it while at war. And once I flip theocracy, I can't parliament engine anymore, unfortunately, because I need to have parliament on tier 1 and then not touch it. And you might wonder how I'm going to do that, but I will demonstrate shortly. So, yeah, what we're going to do is, in fact, the first thing I'm going to do is actually to unpause for 1 day. Yeah, I took Defender of the Faith as well and started converting some provinces to try and work on this age objective. So there's a decision here, which I've actually already clicked, called also, I don't have any more, but this said time for a Protestant Pope. Or is it will when I flip to, what's it called? Protestant, which will be funny. It is also impossible for me to flip to Orthodox like I'd kind of planned, because you have to be monarchy to get question of faith. So that's annoying. There's lots of things that are very finicky here, basically, is what I'm going to say. I've had to do a lot of extra theory crafting in the last few days. But, what these guys, where do I want to move these guys to? Let's go towards France. Yeah. So now that I've let a day tick, I'm able to accept these guys again. I won't. Because, you know, it's a bad idea. But I will flip over to monarchy, I think. Anyway, I'm gonna back up my save because I'm probably gonna screw this up again. And we've got to be careful about these things because it is possible to lose a lot of time if you're not careful. But yeah, what we're gonna do is seize executive power. And oh, don't know if I really wanted to do that, but what we're gonna do. So yeah, this is now monarchy, right? So because I'm Emperor of the HRE, I cannot flip with the government reforms, but I can still flip with these guys. So as long as we're not Catholic. So yeah, let's, I don't know, grab elective. Doesn't really matter what I pick here, although low nobility influence is good. We just need to go up to tier 5, I guess. Well, I say I guess, I mean, I know. And I don't think there's really any value in me going further, although, hang on a minute. I do want parliamentarism, don't I? If for no other reason, then I can get some stability or some dip. You never know. I mean, that might be useful too. How the hell did that just happen? Do I have to unpause? Something else I can do to update it? I don't have a parliament. Swapping another reform? What? No, guys. No, wait a minute. It just gave them, like, all my land. That's what happened. Okay, let's save scum real quick. It shouldn't have done that. Definitely shouldn't have done that. That's really quite worrying. Right. I am not entirely sure why it did that. Also, I technically don't actually need to flip to monarchy until the 14th, I think. So yeah, what I wanted to show is how to get Theocracy Tier 1, but I guess what I'll do is I will declare on this poor bastard. It's a lot of... Presumably no one should coalition me though. I mean, I've got like more than 400k troops fighting on my side. Reason why I'm picking these guys is basically that I can piece them out instantly. Once these boats arrive, I could have set this up better, but basically once these boats arrive, if I put troops on their capital and blockade, I can instantly piece them out, which means I can farm manpower and build troops, then piece these guys out, then pass this reform. Well, no, then flip Theocracy, then pass this reform, then flip whatever. Then I'll be like hereditary Theocracy HRE, and I can die hungry. And then we can get Imperial Authority to repass Revoke. Then we can spam add people to the HRE. That's the plan. So here goes nothing on this one, I guess. So that's going to make me feels bad. I'm actually just going to buy this down because I've got Parliament Engine for dip anyway. So what should now be the case is that if I, you know, all that. I also want to farm a bit more money. So hang on, if I do this, there should now be a manpower thing, and there's not, which I'm not a huge fan of, but I'm pretty sure I know the reason. It's because I still have Emperor. I need to grab Humanist. And now I've got to remember to do my monopolies. So I do actually think I need a bit more money. Now, there we go. Gain lots of manpower from Parliament seats. That gives me almost 6,000. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Isn't that nice? Now, the reason why I'm still concerned about money, initially I just wanted enough to upgrade Malta to level 3 and have a little bit of a buffer left over. But I did a little bit of testing, and I found that if I build a lot of troops, I do lose like 200 plus ducats a month. Now, that's not necessarily the end of the world, because I do eventually... Yeah, okay, I have a lot of crown land. What am I doing? Building troops. I do eventually have the Also, goddamn, I can't build any troops in my vassals. I'm gonna have to bank a load of manpower. That's fine though. We can do that. It's not the end of the world at all. I've definitely lost my train of thought. But I guess money. So, yeah, I lose a lot per month. It's not the end of the world because once I form HRE, I can make so much money that it's just going to be fine. Because I can keep doing this as the HRE, and whereas right now it's really quite hideously inefficient, because as you can see, I literally get like, to be fair, it's gone up a little bit, because I've got more production efficiency than I used to, by quite a substantial margin. So I am now getting like almost 90 ducats each time I do this, which is quite nice. But it was, I mean, initially it was like 45. When I was doing the first few. So, you know, that's not great, it takes a long time. But when I form the HRE, I'm going to be able to just full core and state like all of this land, which means my production income is going to go absolutely through the roof, which is going to allow me to form, or it's going to allow me to get massively more money each time I do this thing. I'll probably get like a couple of hundred, which means in a few clicks I could probably farm like 10k ducats relatively easily. And well, you're not going to give me the issue I want. Okay, I'll get stability. That's fine. So yeah, basically all I need is enough money to sustain my expand empire wars, and then without going into a bunch of debt. The thing is, I'm probably going to be -2 stab, which means I'm not going to be able to take much debt. I used all of my corruption allowance to get tech 7 earlier, so I sadly do really where. Okay, I guess fine. But yeah, we basically just need enough money to sustain all of that, and I have estimated that I think upgrading Malta, so you can already click it, upgrading Malta and skipping all of this will cost, I think, about another 5k. So that'll leave me with 15k. And I think I'd probably like to have about 20 plus for all of the whole just sustaining all of the troops I'm going to build. We do have a lot of force limit here, but I want to go over that. I'd like to run like 300k maybe. It might be a bit excessive. 1460s, but you know. No such thing as too many troops, right? You know, if you can afford it, why not go for it? So basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to farm some absolutely disgusting amount of manpower off screen, and then I'm going to pop back after that. Toodaloo. So we're back, and we have successfully parliamented quite a lot, and I've started filling up admin ideas as well for the CCR. In terms of troops, I went a little bit overboard. I was originally just going to get like maybe like 300k ready, But then I realised that there's actually nothing to stop me just building a million. No, I can't sustain a million, not yet. But I can build a million and then claim Mill Hegemon and then delete like half of them. And that might be kind of beneficial. So, it would give me a bit more war score cost. And it would also, if I get the 10% war score cost from that, and if I can get the Protestant war score cost from this, it actually means I still can't annex France, unfortunately. They've got too much Protestant land. But it will mean that I no longer need the I don't have it here obviously, but the 15% war score cost reform from Theocracy, which happens to be the one that is incompatible with the papacy. So what I could do would be to then use that to take the papacy, which means I could have a normal tier 1, which means I no longer have to have Parliament weirdly in tier 1, which means I can then Parliament engine again for reform HLR. And that sounds quite useful. So what we're going to do right now is unpause. I'm actually going to accept this. And there'll be another one of these, so it doesn't really matter which one of these I pick, so I might as well just pick the one that gives me money. Then we're going to hold this event. There's a plan behind all of this, I promise. So these guys are already coming. This is my highest maneuver admiral. And we're basically going to let this play until like no, actually, we have Parliament right now. I do. I can no longer get good Parliament issues because I have actual idea groups now, rather than ones that are good for manipulating stuff. So, yeah, what I'm going to do is respawn my nobility with very little crown land. And probably not do anything initially. Might as well give this out technically. But yeah, otherwise, we're just going to do that. I probably also need to... actually, I shouldn't do it yet. I can't do it on war anyway. I need to release some vassals here, who will be HRE vassals that I can feed Ottoman cause to later on. Would be nice. I don't think there's anyone particularly useful I can release here, sadly. Aha. Since when do you exist? What? What the hell is going on over here? Chahar is... I guess Chahar has Mongol missions. Court and primary culture. But have Pontic step claims. Actually, wait, it's the new Mongol missions as well. Ooh. No idea what's going on there. Not that it matters. Anyway, yes, we're gonna unpause until the 14th of April. and then I think the 14th of April. Let's hope I'm not wrong. And what we're going to do is we're going to be a little bit cute, and I shall, how do you say, I'm going to flip monarchy. That's what I'm going to do. And I'm going to hope this doesn't destroy my country. Okay, Peasants' War's back. And I do want elective. I don't think any of this matters. Wait, no, it does. No, I'm horribly wrong. It does, because I care about here. And also, I guess. We have to have reached at least tier 5 in government reforms. So, I guess I actually might as well. I'm going to delete you again. Might as well give them out. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to unpause and nothing's going to happen. And that's because I need to save scum a particular event that I mentioned earlier called Constitutional Restoration, which should trigger, unless I've screwed something up, which is, of course, a distinct possibility always. Let me just read the requirements of it. Is a monarchy, does not have parliament, has reached tier 5 in government reform, has not enacted parliamentarism, constitutional monarchy, celestial empire, has the modifier separation of power, which I should have. That's just the decision that you get if you have like some stab and a parliament and a dip rep advisor statesman. So should be eligible for this, and this is 12 months meantime to happen, which is cool. You can actually use it to farm reform progress as well, because it basically enacts tier 6 for free. And so if you clear your government reforms after holding the event and then trigger tier 6, then it basically gives you free government reforms up to tier 6, which is, you know, cool. So I believe my MTTH pulse is the 15th, which basically means we should be eligible for this event. So what I'm going to do is basically, it shouldn't take long because it's only 12 months, meantime to happen, but I'm going to basically play until I trigger the event and then come back. And here we are. We have CR. We also have this event as well, which you get for reaching admin tech 7, which has shown me something that I didn't even know, which is that you can actually get 2 events from one meantime to happen tech, which is kind of cool. I'm going to accept this because there's really no reason not to. This we're actually going to hold. So as you can see from this event, we can either have bad things happen or we can enact parliamentarism. So I'm going to leave that there for now, and I'm going to back up my Rooney because I'm just horribly paranoid of doing something wrong at this point. And I think what we are going to do is wait. Yeah. We're going to wait for our boats to arrive. Indian pretender rebels, don't care. Oh no, Trebizond, why? Oh, this is going to cost me a bunch of time. Oh wait, no, they moved out of the way. Oh, that's so based. I just took a massive hit in terms of dip, but such is life. And then I actually don't think I need to kill them. Yeah, they're 17th now. Let's just do this and see. I can't peace out yet. Till the 17th. Okay. Now we can piece this out, which I think we do just want to do instantly. I think. Let's undo that. Wrong button. Okay, so we are now at peace again, which means we can pass this, which is cool. And we can also safely flip this. Now I think what I'm going to do here is try to get a good ruler from this. Maybe we eat one more day as well. So I'm gonna save scum this to get a good ruler. And the reason why I'm gonna do that is because we're not even gonna keep this ruler for that long. But we are going to keep them for a little while, I think, unless I've miscalculated anything. And your base monarch power generation actually has a significant impact on how much church power you generate for Protestant, and I need to get 100 church power as soon as possible so I can trigger the first Protestant aspect that gives me war score cost versus other religions, because that's what's going to enable me to get Parliament engine back. So yeah, we're gonna get a good ruler so we generate church power faster, and then come back. Well, that didn't take long. We got this guy who is really pretty good. I'm not gonna lie. I feel like this works out quite well. Now we are also once again a republic. I'll actually show you how the reform farm, normal reform farm trick works. Is you just flip republic or flip theocracy and then back to monarchy is technically easier, but Republic is the original way, and then you click this button and it gives you tier 6 parliamentarism, and then you can select all of these for free, and then the next time you change government type you've got like 900 more reform progress than you did, so you just can repeatedly do that. Very overpowered, but obviously not as overpowered as what I've done to have this amount of reform progress. Now what I think we're going to do is we're about to flip theocracy. Very, very close now. But I would like to, before that, just do a little bit more parliament, I think. Now that I'm not at war anymore, I think it should be easier for me to get a bit more admin. I don't really have any at the moment, and I don't have the CCR yet. And I want to fill up a bit of extra dip too. So the plan is basically to do a little bit more parliament stuff, and then I will return after that. Behold, we return at last, and that was very time consuming, but I have taken the CCR from admin, and I've got like 900 admin points, which should be way overkill, but it should cover some potential coring needs. Now, what I'm going to do is, I think, hopefully, pass this reform. No, not pass this reform. What am I talking about? I'm a republic right now. So what I'm going to plan to do is... Oh shit, I've just realised this actually makes me lose 3 stability. It technically can't get back easily. Okay. So, as we can see, we can only pick the papacy. But if we pick the papacy, then way down here, you see this lovely, what's it called? Open public elections. Doesn't show it on the reform itself, but this gives me a 15% war score cost reduction versus other religions. It's pretty good, and it's incompatible with this. So, we need to avoid taking the papacy, but we can't. And if we do take the papacy, there's basically nothing we can do to get rid of it. Can't even accept these rebels anymore. So, kind of a yikes. But when you put it that way, this actually gives me a stability. Oh, that's nice. This is going to give me my parliamentarism at tier 1. Is very cool. Now, the side effect of this is that I can now take all of these reforms and hold on to them. Now, which ones do we think are going to be the most useful? This one gives me a missionary, merchant, tolerance, NPR. So we're going to get the missionary. And get him to start converting something. I don't know what province this is. Oh, it's this one. Let's whack a cheeky missionary strength edict. And he can start converting there. Excellent. What do we want here? Idea cost. Useful right this second. Probably the missionary strength, to be honest with you. Maybe my advisor's cheaper as well. That's probably would be quite welcome, but we'll get the missionary strength so these guys work faster. Diplomat versus religious unity. So religious unity for now. For this thing, I don't think it really matters. They're basically all terrible. Probably get rid of the attrition one. Get the attrition one rather. This is the only one that does anything. I'm not playing cardinals anymore anyway. Okay, my nobility has come back to life. Even though I have parliamentarism. I'm not sure if that's going to delete them or not. It has disabled call diet, so I think when I unpause it's probably going to delete the nobility. but I'm not going to give them any monopolies, just in case it doesn't. Which one of these would be useful? Probably the one that gives stab cost. Then which one of these? Inflation per annum might be useful. We can always swap to it. I guess. Play that one. Tech cost we don't need. Dev cost we don't need. Morale of armies could definitely be useful. We'll get that. Shock damage too. Never a bad thing. This obviously would give us Parliament, but not very usefully because we can't cycle it when we have Parliament on another tier. This thing is kind of crazy, it gives you like 50% info travel, so that's very, very useful. But the main thing we want is this. This now is going to give us, so when's my next election? 66. Okay, we need to be careful when we get there, but that's fine. Anyway, we are now militarists versus theocrats, and the militarists start in power, which gives me 15 war score cost, which is awesome. And we need what's this one? Religious unity. I think we want that one. I'm not sure that gives me 100 religious unity. So how much church power are we now gaining? 5.6 per month. That's really good news. Wouldn't mind to bump it up a little bit more by getting some more clergy loyal influence, but I don't think that's super practical, sadly. Which one of these? Golf cap, do anything. Manpower. I guess. And then war score cost. We should still be able to change these around if it so strikes me as necessary. I wonder if there's what I can do to trigger trigger the CB update from that. That's something we can mess around with later though. Actually, I think it's something we're gonna have to mess around with now. Because at last we should have this. Okay. Everything is set up. And what I should be able to do is pass this reform. Now we can't change government type without breaking the HRE. So, in other words, don't click that button. But aside from that, I think we should be ready. Now, I need to somehow update CBs so I get the Expand Empire CB on Hungary. Oh, you're right to Lithuania. Damn it. That's really frustrating, actually. We've got, we're gonna have truces. Yeah, I can't CTA cancel people with truces. Be in the truce club. basically just these two, and then it'll be hungry as well. That's okay though. We want to leave that for now, I think. Do I think? I do think. But yeah, how do we trigger the thing? Can I embargo? I can embargo. That's very cool. I don't have a diplomat anymore, but that's fine because well, hey, Reform Farm is mega broken. I can just click this. And then I need to CTA cancel. Which is a little bit of an anticlimax in some ways. Oh, yeah, I suppose the other thing I was potentially going to do was to, now that I've actually, I have loyal subjects again. Is there anything I can do to reduce recruitment time globally? I don't think there is. Wiki says no, unless I use up my one parliament issue on recruitment time. Oh, there's admin power. This has changed since I last looked at it. Weird. Yeah. Thing is, that potentially loses me a stab later on. Tax gives local recruitment time as well, doesn't it? Well, at the current rate, once I get back my religious unity, at the current rate, how long will it take us to get that war score? It's not going to take long, is it? 5 per month. It can be more than 5 per month, really. And the nobility did disappear. Okay, means I can't give them the thing, the monarch point privilege, but that's also fine. I have level 5 advisors, don't I? Yes. I don't think there's really anything I can do to increase my monarch point generation right now. Only thing I really could do... No, not really anything. So the thing to do, I guess, if we think hard about it, is going to be to how would you say? I mean, do I just back myself? I don't need truce breaks right now, do I? No, I don't need truce breaks super quickly. The main things that I need. We're saying like in less than 2 years we reckon we can get the Parliament farm back. I should tell you what I should do. I should confirm the thing that's been niggling away at me that I'm 99.999 recurring % sure is fine. But I it's starting to stress me out quietly in the background, just niggling away at the back of my head. So I'm gonna go confirm this, which I'll show. Do I have a melted save somewhere here? God, I've copied a lot of save files here. This looks about right. My Republic here. No, I'm already Theocracy here. Okay, cool. This was when I was testing to make sure the CR truck worked. Okay, so I think I'm Sunni. So we change religion to Catholic, and then give myself some more imperial authority. I think basically what I want to do is just confirm that if I click this, you know, and I lose my 15 war score, what a tragedy. How will we survive? Then I form HLR. It does automatically unlock my tier 1, doesn't it? Because it's, yeah, papacy is inexorably connected to the PAP tag. Okay, let me actually just test one other thing super quickly then. What was I going to test? Let's also confirm that parliamentarism here. I do stuff with it. It's not gonna be of any use. Okay. I feel like there was something else I wanted to test super quickly, but I will hold off, I guess. Although, hey, okay, I'm happy. I'm happy with it. We're gonna click the magic buttons. I mean, we already clicked the magic buttons, didn't we? Should have celebrated more. Officially, theocracy. So yeah, Pope, HRE, theocracy. Without the papacy tier 1, but with no other tier 1. Was an insane Herculean theory crafting effort that so many people helped me with that I absolutely just couldn't have done it without them. So yeah, what I'm going to do is I am going to pass this. No corruption, sure. And now what I'm going to do is I'm gonna take my troops. Really, I should make a template, shouldn't I? $50. Seems about right. Is there a way for me to... I can. So this is going to be quite a manual process, actually. But... okay, why are you going to take so long to spawn in? You've got a bunch of unrest? What's going on here? 20th of July, 12th of September. Where's Zealand? Don't know why there's like a 3-month gap here. Why? Yeah, I'm super confused. Why? Oh, it is because they've got unrest. Okay. That's a little bit of a complication, but such is life. Build the template again. Yay! So it's now starting to double up in some places. I probably don't want to do this particularly precisely, do I? How can I? Can. Get that down to like 5. Really, we just want to make sure that every province is recruiting someone at all times. So, I guess this makes sense. It's obviously not going to evenly distribute things, but as long as we've got some everywhere, I think I'm probably more or less okay. Why is it so long here? And why is it? Oh, it's the. Hang on. We got unrest here. And it's 50 days. Maybe it's because it's going to put multiple in each. Whatever. We can keep readjusting this as we go. The goal here is basically just to make sure that every province is recruiting some dudes. Can't do that. Fine. Then that's 1, 2, 3, 4. Do about 6 there, I guess. Malta. Let's do 6 in there. Athens is disloyal. Kursk isn't the core. Then no one's using these yet. So let's at least put a couple in all of these ones. Cool. And then I really did buffer a lot of troops for production, didn't I? But, you know, we need them all. We're going to get Mill Hegemon. Let's do another one here. And then let's grab some more dudes from here. Kind of cool how this works, you know. Sort of feels like it shouldn't, but yeah, it feels like the game probably shouldn't let me do this, but the game does let me do this, so you know, I'm gonna do it. Pretty much nothing I'm not prepared to do at this point for this campaign. So let's pop 3 in there. Let's then harvest some more back from here. Go over here. What an awful lot of provinces. Okay, well, there's basically nowhere that's only producing 1 now, other than my properties in Tunisia. Should be set to, I think, at least like 8, because they've already got 1 in production that's almost done. I think for the rough amount of provinces I have, we're probably looking at like 6 waves of recruitment. But obviously my provinces recruit faster than the vassals do. So, you know, need to compensate for that. Frankfurt. You. Where's... Oh yeah, Genoa's got islands, doesn't it? We can use those as well. There's some manpower here. Haven't mined yet. So I really want to stack some guys on here as well. This is making a ship. It'll be ready in a bit. I guess we'll do a guy there. Definitely do some guys here. We do some here. What's this making right now? Oh, this guy's making troops as well. No, have any other useful properties? These ones we can play with a little bit more, I guess. Where does that leave us? Where's Reds? Here. Yeah, probably what I should do is grab another big stack. And just whack it like here or somewhere. Load up some extras around here. And then yeah, that seems good. Some of these are lower, but we can continue to adjust this as we go. I think I'm content with where that leaves us. And where that leaves us is ready to declare war on the Hungarians. I saw Croatia join, but I did not see the French join. So hopefully that's worked well. Let's just confirm this is all gone according to plan. War with Hungary and Croatia. It's beautiful. It's magnificent. I love it. Now comes the war, which annoyingly might take some time. What leader do we have on here? Get a better one. Got a 3 siege guy somewhere. I don't know where. Not there. Is it here? Where's my... oh, he's... where's my 3 siege guy? Who lost a general? I'm really confused. Oh, it was these guys. That explains a lot. And all my vassals should be loyal now. So, well, they really hate me. don't think I want to start diverting trade on all these guys yet. The Hungarians have relatively limited troops. So hopefully this will be quite straightforward. But we shall find out. Let's bring these guys down. Four siege guy can definitely help out here. Is this the Swiss Guard? Yeah, what they were in general. I can't repurpose. I am going to have to bird the ever-loving crap out of these sieges, I think, to make this war even. Ooh. Okay, I have to say, I didn't really expect them to be there as such. But I guess we can work with that. Let's actually wait for everyone else to get there. Okay, so what they've done, what's happened here is this guy is a scholar. Do I care about that, or do I want to make this guy a conqueror and then get the pulse event that gives me war score, not war score, siege ability? We kind of just win this, maybe? Oh, I should have... oh my god, where are my diplomats? Please, for the love of Christ. Need to go back to my religious unity, one of these. Can you share maps with me? No, because I have minus a trillion prestige. Okay, we need to probably keep that in mind going forward. You guys start coming up here. They are adamant about fighting this. They are the same Miltech as me. These guys are going to go and siege Pest. No problem. You guys can be ready for Lithuania, I guess. What else do I want to do? You guys can just stay here, to be honest with you. We're on to Pest. Reinforcements are coming in. Nice. My vassals are starting to siege kind of everything else. Be much cooler if you were a stab event, but such is life. Okay, Turkey declined or revoked their access. That's okay though. These guys are gonna run. That's 8 days. That's loads of days. That's 14 days. I'm hoping if I win these 3 sieges, then I'm kind of home free. That's probably a quite bold assumption, but it is the assumption I'm making right now. Are you really gonna fight this? It's my Swiss guard. You guys come back. I should have really let them bait themselves into that, shouldn't I? What do we roll here? But okay, I'll tell you what, if I get something good on this, I'll take it, but otherwise I'm gonna go back. That's not something good. To be fair, can I even get much more than a status quo? It might be that I can't. I'm gonna let these guys bait themselves in this time. 3 days. Okay, no. They don't want to bait themselves. They're gonna want to come up here and cause me trouble. I suppose, is there right? Can I... Oh, there's definitely other things available there. Yeah. The pain of the birds begins. I do apologize. But it is simply the way that things must be. Come on though, I've got a decent chance here. Can I swap back to... I did. How are we doing on church power? Do I see my monthly? Why isn't it showing it to me? Why can I not see my monthly church power? That's so weird. Oh, there we go. 5.6 per month. Yeah, that'll do. Status quo. I know, supply shortage again. Come on, I want something good. I don't want to be building sieges. But unfortunately, all the rest of this run will be me just birding sieges. So, you know. But yeah, it's kind of... I won't need to do it as much potentially later. So it's a 28% chance of something good here. It's just the thing is, right, later on we'll be able to be having loads and loads of sieges going concurrently, which means that firstly burning all of them would be ludicrous in terms of how time consuming it would be, but also they won't be like there won't be as much value in it because it'll kind of average out. Like, I don't need to win everything all at once. I need to have them all won by X date, which means that, oh fine, God, if you're gonna give me something good on this, are you gonna give me a goddamn disease outbreak? Crazy. But yeah, I don't need to win like a particular siege usually quickly once we get rolling, once we get, you know, declaring war on the entire world at once. It'll be much more of a case of there'll be a couple of bottleneck sieges that I need to go quickly. Everything else we can just let kind of naturally happen in the background. It'll also be much easier if I could get goddamn Miltech, but I can't. Not yet, anyway. Oh. Okay, for something that has 28% chance, this feels pretty crazy that I can't roll it after this many attempts. A bit sad, really. I was very much hoping that I could, after lots of time spent doing Parliament and things, now back to actually doing a war. I was hoping it would be relatively smooth sailing, but evidently not. Not yet, anyway. Really, we just stay squaring. We stay squaring on both. That's wild. I can't believe it's this much to ask for a good roll. How many have we done now? 6, 7? For something that should be almost a 1 in 3. And if I have to burn any egregious sieges, I'll do it off, do it off camera, but this shouldn't be an egregious. Really? Wow. This is absolutely unhinged. If I can't do it this time, then I will actually just go bird a good roll in at least 2 of the sieges off camera, because this is actually getting really dumb. Oh my fucking god. Right. I'll be back after I've sorted this obnoxious shit out. So, exactly as you would expect, literally the first roll that I did off camera, wall breach. And then I got supply shortage on this as well. So that all seems pretty viable to me. I can't get in there, can I? Not yet, no. That's fine though. We generally, I think, want to, as we start have troops spawning, we grab like 2 cogs and bring them down here. Also, let me have to go all the way. Let's just spend that money. I want it to look like I still got it. So I rather forgot the problem with the vassal swarm is it is a rather lethargic thing. Tell you what, I'm gonna set a bunch of these guys to supportive. Basically, like, go back to your own territory. Switzerland, definitely a good one. Savoy. I want you guys to be available in the west. Or the wars with France and Western Europe. Like Holland, definitely. Genoa, you can help. Either. Yeah, that'll do for now. We are going to have our own troops start popping up, which we should have so many overwhelming numbers that it's fine. We're gonna. Okay, he's gonna let me. Hopefully this means he's gonna let me do pretty much whatever I want. As some of the troops start to get built, do we... Okay, well, whatever. I'll worry about that in a moment. How many days on this? 18. We can start prepping for this. How much war score is Expand Empire gonna be? 87. That's quite a lot of war score. It might even mean that I have to siege down another fort. How sad. Guys can start moving down. Yeah, oh my goodness. Yeah, it's a lot of troops actually. You guys definitely can go that way. It's a lot of troops. Seems good to me. We are already up to 282 deployed. Oh, my economy is having a struggle. Okay, no problem. It's going to be very hard to keep track of what's actually happening in Hungary. These guys are coming down here. Do we have access in Ottomans? Again, we do. Move these guys down here just to cover. Yeah, you guys are already going where I would want you to be going. Nice. Gee, I don't want a bunch of these stacks getting sniped off by the Hungarians. Probably worth starting to roll on this pretty soon. How many days? 7 still. Nice. Yeah, this embargo with England, like, we don't really need to retain that. That's fine. Meanwhile, parliament seats are getting assigned. That's fine, though. Yeah, this is going to be very uncomfortable to micro. And I'm gonna have a real general problem. Very annoyingly. So I missed the tick on this for a moment there. Okay. Status quo. No, that is actually not what the doctor ordered. Easy mistake to make, though. Right. The reason I'm holding this event, by the way, is just because I lose like 1 Imperial Authority per month. So as soon as I take this, I start bleeding IA. I don't really need much of it, but there's just no sense wasting it. Food shortage, fabulous. Yeah, I'm fine with engaging these guys. Yeah, definitely get these guys coming over here. Where are these guys going? Coming down here. you guys back over here, I guess. He's just, yeah, covering over here. Make sure that this is all getting sieged, just in case my vassals decide they don't want to do that in the end. No truce here. Is this all Tunisian culture? Oh no, this is Tunisian. Unless you already have all the Tunisian stuff. It's not worth promoting Tunisian as a culture then. Right, fine. So, how long is this? 8 days. 11 days. Seems fine. Let's move these guys back, I suppose. Wait a minute, you can go siege that, that'll be faster. Is the what called that's really weird. Or wait, you are they are member of the Empire. Okay, they're not. So any chance I can get the Teutons to actually vote for you hate me as well? I think this is a good use of my imperial authority. Yeah, I think so. So you have no okay. They're definitely gonna leave then. But that's fine, I guess. You go now. Coming down here now. Seems about right. All my troops arriving. Oh, I stopped paying attention to these. But I can probably live with both outcomes. Croatia is coming to Gallipoli. Probably interrupt them there. What is everyone else doing? Okay, they're gonna fight down here. Wait, who else doesn't support Revoke then? There you go, I don't think this is actually an issue, but you know, on the off chance. The Knights is in the HRE. Yeah, I think it makes sense to do that. Any chance of the Knights supporting now? Okay, not really, but interesting anyway, I guess. Any more days here? Oh, they're gonna come reinforce this. It's kind of rude actually, but okay, we got a wall breach there, which is good. Really, 70k troops. Thanks for the attrition, I suppose. Split these guys up a bit. We're up to 385. My god, that's a lot of 1Ks. How are we doing in terms of the recruitment? So let's do that for now. Oh, these are available all of a sudden. Make use of them. Oh, and let's definitely make use of these. And then to compensate for that, where have we got? Very long queues. Uh, hmm. Grandstands. You're a bit oversubscribed. Yep. Seems good to me. Of course, it actually doesn't even really matter whether I win this battle or not, but I'd kind of like to. This one actually is quite important. Defender's desert is adequate and a food shortage. Oh yeah, we'll definitely take that. Some attaching here. We can't access that province, can we? No. So this is all seeming good to me. We are of course going to need to just delete a lot of these troops afterwards, but anyone here have a siege general? Doesn't seem like it. Go on. Maybe we win that, maybe we don't. Nobody knows. Will you take? Battle's not going to last that much longer, is it? This is... I know exactly which pulse event this is. And I think I'm fine with just some prestige. I'm I can actually assault this. More interestingly, I could assault this. But I don't think that's the right play. Battle is definitely not going to last any longer. Not going to last another. Well, it might last another 8 days actually. How are we doing? 492. The slow march of towards Mill Hegemon. Right. Supply shortage there, fine. We kind of need to just win this one. Like that. I actually like that, actually, funnily enough. These guys up here, I guess. Yeah, my general situation is quite problematic. But oh look, we won! Yay! Yippee for me! There's a free company with no manpower that I will be disbanding very soon. And there's a Swiss Guard who have a general, and therefore I will not be disbanding. You stay here ready to fight the Ottomans, potentially, I guess. Yeah, I don't know where I need you guys to go. Yeah, should we see, are there provinces where no recruitment is happening? There are. Let's immediately address that colossal oversight. Any others? Yep. It really doesn't evenly distribute them, does it? We've got 7 over here. Four days, 7 days. Okay. One. And ta-da! It's a good roll. And then also ta-da, I hope. Oh wow. This is where my luck went. Finding out now, aren't we? Yeah, let's grab these troops and bring them over here. Ready for hang on, we can just wipe them. That's basically that's all their troops. So I think what we're going to do is maybe the thing is, do I want to fight? I don't know how I want to sequence all of the wars I will have to fight. If I click this button, I'm going to make that province join, right? Which will give me the Expand Empire CB on these guys. And they call Novgorod. I'm quite surprised that Novgorod still exists. Oh my. Yeah, some of these alliances are really quite awkward. Not 100% sure how I will plan to manage them optimally. Yes, I don't have the CB against England yet. Where are all my heavies? Aha. They're here. I should probably build some more of them. 3 years? Serious? I guess we just have to take it on the chin, you know? Wait, what happened to Austria's... Or... do I want to just take this? Yeah, why not? Yes, I do want to take it. Oh, what happened to my morale? Did I change unit types? I am very confused by this. Oh, I was meant to take the general off there, put it on here, then move it into here. Four days, more days. Let's get a good roll in case we need it, like a wall breach. And does morale impact assaults? I actually lost that. That's unironically frustrating. I don't know what happened to all my morale. Like, I took the Miltech, but I didn't actually change my troops. Or did I? Did I do that without thinking? I've got switched somehow. That's very interesting. Right, let me see. Provinces that aren't making any more dude bros for me. Yeah. Got one there. We grab one there. Probably not there. Okay, I mean, that seems about right. How are we doing on church power? Oh, we are climbing up the ranks. Now we've got 28% chance to win this. I'm curious. Did it impact it? Come on. No, I need to bird this. It should let me piece out the Hungarians. I can make it a bit easier if I was to finish upgrading Malta. But I don't want to do that because it will complicate other things. Very sad times. Consolidate those guys. Nope, it's not a water shortage that I'm looking for. It's something useful. The water shortage is good, but I just need to win on this roll. super simply. Come on. So right, 4th chance, the charm. It's about a 1 in 4 chance of happening, slightly more. So, you know, everyone knows that a 1 in 4 chance of something happening means there's a 100% chance of it happening within 4 tries. Everyone knows that's how maths works. So, you know, it's impossible for it to fail this time. Come on. Goodness sake. The 4 defense they've got here is actually kind of nuts. Is there any chance that I can make you a basically no. Oh well. There it is. Is that going to be enough? It is. And wow, that's tight. Well, glad it didn't wait any longer. So that pushes out the Teutons and Albania. But I think that was basically it. So now, behold, we have re-revoked and built a very silly number of true. Oh, that's not good news. Anywhere that's not stripy. Don't think so. Okay. So that's now done. who do we want to declare on first? Who is the first target, or just extermination? Burgundy. I mean, I basically want to just CTA cancel all of these people. Although it would be really nice to have Cologne in a war alongside these guys. You've got no allies. I think it's Burgundy. I think it's expand empire on Burgundy. Quick, save back up. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to declare the war, and I'll only play it out next time because I've got to go do stuff, unfortunately. But there we go. I think that worked. Let's go and make sure though. Tell me that I am at war with Burgundy and nobody else. Fabulous. So, what do we want to do? You guys have got siege pips as well, actually. Let's have one of you go here, one of you go here. I'll do that, I guess. Something like this, maybe. Oh yes. All of these folks. These guys back down here. You guys can all come up here. Yes. Otherwise, seems fine. That's declared on the 4th of December. And we're fully populated with people being recruited. This is a really late truce. I'd quite like to just truce break Tunis, to be honest with you. It will take me quite a while to core their country, but I think we can tolerate that. Shit. No, I messed up. But it's okay. I had to do something. Ah, that's really frustrating. But thank God I backed up on my save. The hero, the true hero of all of this. Just backing up your save. Crazy how useful it is. Right, so we go back and it might interrupt my ship recruitment, which would be very annoying. But you Byzantium. It should. All of this is in the HRE. So if I release Bulgaria, they should be an HRE vassal. We're here. Something at the top because it's alphabetical. Bulgaria. And if I release Byzantium, should be the same story. And so what I can do now is I can feed all of the Ottoman cores to these guys, at least these ones. And then these ones, I'll flip Turkish culture anyway. So we'll be able to core these really quickly. And are there any other useful countries to release in the HRE provinces? I don't think there are. I definitely want to leave Sicily because then I'll lose Malta. Yeah, I think this is fine. And then let's see if I can do this first time again. There we go. I do believe that worked. Right, I will call it a day there and be back next time for some massive conquest of Europe.